Hope everyone's having a good Sunday. Welcome back to the Citadel. My name is Joel Duggan, and this is a 4-year-old multiplayer server where I've been working on this medieval town for over a year. And yesterday we were doing some landscaping, and we're just going to pick up right where we left off. How's it going, Cosmic? Good to see you as always. Elo Scarito? Hello. Sorry you got to go, but thanks for saying hi. Really appreciate that. Runic Phoenix, welcome back. Nessie also is also here. Also here too. Also. Nessie's back. You get my point. And I think I saw Too Tall and a couple other regulars in the chat. So where we are is at the south of the town, and we have been doing the we'll call it riverscaping, I guess. And you can see where we left off right about here. Actually, along here we need to fix up as well. But I need to make sure that I have enough gravel, which I don't think I do. Well, I got some. Got stone. I don't need the sand. Yeah, we're gonna need more gravel. So we'll grab this and go back and get some gravel. Bode, welcome back. Thanks for the lurk. Appreciate it. I always find it challenging to walk around in Minecraft and try to reach for my coffee at the same time. You have to kind of wait for, you know, an opportunity when you're on a straight, a straight path. Gravel is over here. We're going to use that to make some coarse dirt, I think. I got to take down this temporary tree farm too. I haven't yet because I'm not sure if we're going to need spruce in the near future. All right, we don't need those on right now. Oh, water breathing potions. Leave those there. All right, so what we've been doing is removing all of the sand, all of the clay. I've been leaving the gravel, and then replacing the slopes with coarse dirt, which I don't know. Yeah, we have done that along here. Okay. Yeah, that's the plan. But obviously we did not finish the slope over here. I've always found it weird that you can eat underwater. I mean, I get it. I understand the mechanic that you need to be able to, but it is kind of funny to me. We've also been leaving the stone sometimes when we find it for fun. But we have been removing the sand. Let's put rocks here. Gonna have to go repair my shovels today too. I know I've talked about this before, but for folks that sometimes struggle with having a really powerful tool where you end up breaking through a lot of the blocks, I find a really easy solution is to just back up to the point where you're at the edge of your block breaking range. And then I find that it helps with accuracy. Barring that, you can just break stuff with the block that you're holding. First time chat from Sweeping Storm 97. Hello, welcome in. Thanks for saying hi. Hope you're enjoying your Sunday. Get more gravel. How do you not have enchantment texture on your potions? That is a texture pack. And all you do is just change the texture of the enchantment glint. I believe if you change it all black, then the way that it works in game, it no longer shows up at all. My tools are enchanted as well. So like if we look at my pickaxe. No glint, right? No shiny. And then it's fully enchanted. So very easy on the eyes. And we did it specifically for the potions. That's why we changed it. What was I doing? I needed gravel. I don't need that much gravel. That looks pretty good. I don't want it to be like too perfect. All right, so that takes care of that part. Maybe we will change this back. A little bit too big. Now all of this is just going to be straight down, because we don't know what we're doing for the docks yet. F. Mendoz, hello. Welcome in. Thanks for saying hi. This is going to be interesting. So I think what we'll do here is just create a staircase, and we'll figure this out later. Because there's no point in spending all this kind of time doing the details without knowing how the canal is going to look. So there's like a little canal that comes through here. And until I know exactly how this is going to empty into the river, there's no point in doing all the river details. So we'll just kind of quickly sort this out. And I think what we'll do is we'll grab some of these, and we'll just fill these in. Jody Illyria subscribed with Prime for 21 months in a row. Wow, creeping up on 2 years. Thanks so much, Jody. Appreciate that. Thanks for helping me stream more often. For anybody in the chat that wants to use their Prime, Prime and Tier 1 subs both get you to the Discord, along with Patreon. So it really depends on where you like to hang your support hat. But if you're liking the stream and you want me to do this more often, then feel free to help out. Plus you get to join a really awesome community, which I'm a little biased, but hey, I think I'm allowed to be. nighttime. I've lost count how many squid that we've killed in the last day or two. Have to lurk today, but it's time to resub. Thanks so much for the lurk, Jody. Really appreciate that. I think we've had a lot of new people in the chat in the last couple of days. So if you don't know what a lurk is, that's when you want to watch, but you got to do something else, like do the dishes or your homework or something, and you can't chat. It just lets us know that you're here, but that you can't participate in the chat. So always helpful if you've got friends in the chat that are trying to say hi and are like, why is this person ignoring me? It's like, well, maybe they got their arms full of laundry or doing something else, right? So we'll leave that like this. We'll fill this in. So that takes care of all the way around the bend. And now we're just at this spot here. Ink for days. Yeah, I don't remember how many I put away. I have at least a stack of black dye. I know that. I do recall that much. That might have already been coarse dirt. I kind of like how steep that is. Maybe we'll actually keep that. Yeah, I feel like that looks all right. How do you find the experience of working underwater in Minecraft? Frustrating with the swimming stuff. I think it was easier before they changed. Moving around in water is easier with swimming. Building in water is harder with swimming. I think part of it has to do with my muscle memory of like, I always just like tap the spacebar or tap like the sprint key. For me, it's Alt. Just on land, I immediately tap that whenever I'm going somewhere, and I think it's a hard habit to break underwater, and it does make water feel like you're bouncing around more. So I think what we're gonna do here. Normally, I go down in singles, but I like that this goes down in two. So maybe we'll double that. And do the same thing here. I feel like we'll have to come down and make some changes, but maybe we'll just do like a rock or something here. Not a fan of working underwater. Yeah, it's different if you're building something, I think. Because I'm doing landscaping and it's so much individual block placement. If you're building a structure, eventually you get to stand on it or stand in it, and then it becomes a lot easier. I don't remember hating doing the ocean monument stuff. Oh, there's a giant cavern here. Hi. Did I know this was here? Wow, that looks dark and full of terrors. Okay. And I think we'll just go down. Guess I'll take all this clay. Why not? This all has to be filled back in. This is a big part of the river, and unfortunately it's going to look pretty bland until later on when we can come back and fill in details. But like I said yesterday, I might end up coming back and building like boats or something on the surface. And at some point, yeah, here it's going to go back up, I think. So I'm going to kind of put a line here and say that's where the base of the river is going to get shallower again. None of the water gravity in this area makes any sense. I don't know what I'm going to do with the clay. We haven't really done a lot of brick building, and I find that the brick tends to look very modern, so we may not use it for much, but we could end up using it for some chimneys or a few other things. I don't know. Have I done all the sand? No. Well, the trick to having a long-term world is just kind of keeping up with new ideas and new projects, you know? It helps that the Citadel, we've got a bunch of different things, like there's the sci-fi zone, there's the medieval zone, there's a modern city zone. Each individual member has their own kind of like home base area. I guess technically mine would be the swamp, but I don't really have much for builds there. I've got a lot of technical stuff there, but it's not really like aesthetic builds. I use my kind of home base on the server to learn stuff, to try new things. I find having a multiplayer server be the long-term world is nice because it means that when I'm stuck trying to build something, I can just build something for other people. And I find that that's usually helpful. I have to be careful of this shovel here. We'll just make a quick trip. Maybe I'll go and I'll enchant a couple of shovels before the end of the day. Waste not, want not. No, exactly, right? That's why I have so much stuff, is because I take the time to collect all the things that I need. Didn't we just sleep? Find it hard to get the resources. A lot of that is like just turning a project into a big mine. Like one of the reasons I have so much stuff is because my diamond mine in the swamp is just a giant hole. I was clearing it out to light it up for the witch farm. And so I just ended up with an absolute ton of resources because I spent the time cleaning it all out, right? I should put some of this over here. That goes there. Wrong way around. Listening to Sponge Chunks for a while, and Twitch just recommended your stream. Hey, well, thanks, Twitch. Thanks for coming in, Raymond. Appreciate it. MP Shot, hello, how's it going? Alright, so along here we have not done the coarse dirt thing yet. And before I just robotically put everything in, I guess I'd look to see... Yeah, that'll just be a normal grade. We might make it a little bit steeper in places, but for now... So now all I need to do is just make sure this is too deep all the way along. I do find we still get a lot of these, like, ghost blocks underwater. Should probably fill that in. Otherwise, we'd end up with zombies moaning and groaning. Come back to that later. I do find these guys get in the way a lot. Yeah, you can join a realm. You can. I mean, there's lots of lots of projects in Minecraft. Like really, you know, go to Pinterest for inspiration. Watch other Minecraft players. I mean, the other solution is like if you get bored playing Minecraft, don't play Minecraft. There's lots of other video games to play, books to read. My coffee is getting cold already. So even though it's not the most interesting, I think I like it the way that it looks a lot better than what I did before. I am going to get rid of the sand. I was wondering why it was so dark down here. At least with a thunderstorm we can sleep. Zombie saw me right away. Ooh, that reminds me. I'm gonna utilize this option. Oh, wait a minute. No, don't die just yet. Steven ESC rating with a party of 10. How's it going, Steven? Raven Liwang, I hope it's Liwanang? Liwanang. Hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Thanks very much. Hello, how's it going? Welcome in. Don't need the flesh. I'm sure most of you are familiar, but if you're not, my name is Joel Duggan. This is the Citadel, same server that Steven was playing on, and we are in the medieval area of Westhill, and we are working on a river. But soon we're going to have to go repair our shovel. Huh, that's a fun emote. Is that one of yours, Steven? Raven, day's going well, thank you. We found a giant cave underneath this river that we are not exploring. We're just trying to fill this in and make it look less sandy and weird. Oh, we ran out of dirt. Was actually just playing a different game. Oh, and it's your raid mode. Oh, cool. I thought I recognized it. Like I was pretty sure, but I don't see it that often. What game were you playing, Steven? I didn't see the shutout. That's cool that you're playing a different game. We were just talking about how important it is to play other games. Stone. Plane called Gris. You told me about that. You told me about that. That is that the art one? We talked about that on the Citadel Cafe, I think. Look at all the squid. I didn't grab any dirt. That was dumb. Thanks, Raven. There's a lot of them. We've been here for about a year. A little over that, maybe. If anybody that's in that came in with the raid hasn't seen it, just hold on. I'll do a fly around here, just as a quick overview. So this is Westhill, and it gets its name from the hill in the west. But we've got a market area over here, switches more to like barracks and a keep, and then we've got the big mountain. And this is the area that we're working on next. But right now, what we're doing is working on the rivers. Have to connect this river up. And currently we are on this river over here, which just kind of winds around the corner and eventually kind of fades into nothing. So we want to try to connect it up eventually, just to kind of complete the area. But all I've been doing is just removing all of the like the sand patches and the gravel, and then kind of like making it feel like a smoother slope. So this is kind of what we're doing. Eventually it will be decorated and stuff like that, but I'm not going to bother with that until I know what's going to be on the shore. I kind of like the idea of putting something on this little area too. Don't need the rotten flesh. Sweeping the storm, thank you. Glad you like it. And just to make sure we know what we've done, and because we can, we're using coarse dirt on the sides. I'm leaving the bottom as regular dirt because you can't really tell. And then here, we're actually filling this in to a point. I'd say one of the more annoying things about this project working underwater is how difficult it is to collect the items. Even though I know we don't have to, it is a little bit on the tedious side. I heard a zombie. So I don't know what's happening down here, but I do know that we're using coarse dirt as the first block. Does the build have any lore? Not any like story lore. I would say that there is maybe like a sense of history, but there's no like actual like story or anything. The way that I did I'm thinking about the history is that sort of like this area is going to be the oldest part. This would be next. This is all newer, and then this is going to be the newest. So a lot of these builds over here tend to look rustic, and then here we're going to be a little bit fancier with them. Malachi T, thanks very much. I like to try and keep it relatively chill, I think. There are some sections of the river that really need to get like carved out a lot. What are we doing? Nighttime again. I think I might have to build some bridges. Frank Pienki, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Thanks very much. Welcome in. Thanks for saying hi. All right. I need more water breathing potions. I can't believe we've gone through almost an entire shulker box of water breathing potions. Coarse dirt. I guess we can probably do some more of that sand. Take it easy, Runic Phoenix. Have a good one. So this was just easier to see when planning out the river from the map. That's why we used sand. Plus it's an easy block to mine, and we were getting an awful lot of it from clearing out the river, so it was something we had on hand. Got a funny feeling that the river just didn't exist here. I think I had to dig it out. Judging by the water flowing around, I'd say that that's probably the case. And we'll stop where the giant arrow says stop here, at least for now. Looks kind of funky, but very clear. Very clear on the map. Have not thought past this point, past Joel. Cheers. Appreciate the forethought. Yeah, I find that terraforming is really satisfying too. We were talking about that yesterday, that it's a lot of work and it's not exactly exciting. It's a lot easier to do either with friends on the server or here on a stream. It's fun because you get to talk to people, right? But to sit here and, I don't know, I guess at some point there are some days where like I wouldn't mind doing this, you know, by myself. If I had a stressful day at work or something like that, you're just like, I just want to sit here, not think about building, not think about design, just fill in stuff, you know. It's I'm not sure what else you could compare it to. I guess it depends on how much you like cleaning your house, but you could totally compare it to that kind of stuff. I think we're gonna have to do this in stages. Whoops. I kind of like that tree there. Whoops. More coarse dirt required. I do. Sweet. Whoops. I'd compare it to folding laundry for you, relaxing in the right frame of mind. Yeah, I'm the same way. I mean, I can throw in a podcast and I won't hate doing the dishes, but I'm also someone that has never owned a dishwasher. It's always just me. I don't make enough mess, so I wash everything by hand, and it's fine. It doesn't take that long. But it's very satisfying when my very small kitchen is clean because I like to cook. And there's nothing as, we'll say, welcoming. I'm not sure what the word is. As when you want to sit down and make a meal and absolutely everything is clean. Anything that you might need is already clean. The surfaces are clean. So in a small apartment kitchen, whoops, it's nice to just not have to worry about that. I think after this, we're going to have to go in and fix that shovel. That's going to slow us down too much. Which will be a nice break. Maybe after my first break, we'll go to the gold farm and fix up the shovel. Because I'd like to be able to get rid of stuff like this quickly. So that's coarse dirt. And we need to remove all of this. You're a great angry cleaner. Yeah, that's a good way to, if you've got some pent up frustration. I've been cleaning a lot during the pandemic just because you get frustrated with being inside all the time. And I mean, with my job between podcasting, streaming, and the bit of artwork that I do, I just end up sitting so much that when you can't go outside because it's winter in Canada and it's unpleasant, plus pandemic, you're trying to be socially responsible and just not spend time going out and doing things, then really your only course of action is to move around the apartment. For those lucky to have a yard, then you've got that. But like I don't. There is a yard, and it's a shared space, but I don't find it very inviting. I feel like everybody's watching because all the apartments face the one backyard, so it's kind of like you're a fish in a bowl, for the lack of a better way to say it. All right, let's put some of the stuff away. And we'll make the rest of the coarse dirt. I'll leave myself one stack. And then we'll just do... I need those, I need those. I feel like we killed more squid, but could be wrong. If we're gonna go, we might as well get some more potions. And I'm gonna want to bring my ender chest, toolbox. I think we're good. New here, love the mini map. Apang, I think that's how you say your name. Thanks very much. Glad you're enjoying the stream. It's Zero's mini map. If you do bang map in chat, you get a link, I think. There's map, and there's a mini map, and then there's a full map. I like that it shows you the light levels. Not like numerically, but just like visually kind of says like, oh, it's really dark over here. Same with behind the church. You might want to look at that. I think that's kind of fun. I'm going to take my break just a tad early, just because that's where we are in the stream, because I need to go repair this shovel. And I'm going to also take a look at some of these other shovels and see if we can't stop by the Hotel of Eternity and grab some other books and maybe make a couple of decent shovels, because I'm low on that. I don't have a lot of levels, but I will have by the time I'm done repairing stuff at the gold farm. So if you're new to the stream, I take a break about once an hour. It is about that time right now. I'll be back in 5 or 6 minutes. I run an ad to help support the stream. I refresh my coffee, and then we'll be back for more Minecraft. Just hold on to your nuggets. Well, that's cool. Not very often you get to see the sunrise from this angle. Let's see if we can get a better vantage point. The bridge is really nearby. Hold on. I'm gonna be fast. Think I can get up to the top of this bridge? Yes. That's cool. Oh, yes, I can. Okay, good. I get spoiled when I take screenshots as to how this place looks like with shaders on. It's not quite as dramatic when you're just in the regular Minecraft view, but it's cool. The skybox is kind of fun. All right, let's go back to the meadows, and I guess we'll see what we can do for books first. Probably a good idea. Lewis and Toast. The specs are in the panels below the video. Most people start with hello. Although I've got a funny feeling you're not going to be here very long. There we go. Love and chat for the cosmic banhammer. The rainbow hammer of doom. Doesn't take long, folks. Druid Jen's like, bye-bye. All fear cosmic. Nice. Yeah, actually, this is a petrified oak slab, which is in the game. It's just not in survival. It's held over. It's one of the older blocks from, I don't know what version. But the idea was that a petrified oak slab would be fireproof, I think. So it's one of the few things that you can retexture in Minecraft where you don't have to sacrifice an existing texture. We retextured it to be coarse dirt. And I have a coarse dirt specific texture as well. Because there are some new folks as well here in the server, or on the stream, this is like the entry level point for the medieval area. So you can see the path that we just walked. And we use fast travel on the server. We are currently about 9,000 blocks, almost 10,000 blocks from spawn. And this takes us all the way back via a, air quotes, portal. And they work the same way. You just press the buttons. So I think Dartmouth Meadows first for the books to see what's up. I normally stream for about 3 hours, Raven. Total, that is. We wanted potions, did we not? I feel like I'm using a lot of these. I might have to refill some of Mattcast's supplies. I know he built it as like a server. Please feel free to use it, friends, but I want to make sure that we don't like take all of the stuff. Yeah, it's not making any more. What does it need? It does not have any blaze powder. Water bottles. Pufferfish is fine. Redstone is low. That's okay. I can probably throw in some redstone. Water bottles. I have those. We can actually refill those don't know whether there's an auto system. I think we can just fill those up, and then I think we can just put them right in this. Make sure I didn't put a water breathing potion in there by accident. Water breathing and water bottles are very similar in color. Ah, do I have any blaze rods? If not, I can just steal from one of the other chests. Doesn't look like I have any blaze rods. So that's no powder. Oh, the whole place is out of powder. Okay. Well, maybe not today, but like I should help out with that. Maybe drop off some powder. Mr. Mojo, 1979. That's a good year. Welcome in. Dartmouth Meadows. I fixed this, by the way. I fixed the portal. We want to go this way? Yeah. What do you have? Infinity, projectile protection, cursive binding. So this is a bit of a mess, but what we are looking for is unbreaking. I need a couple of these things here. I've got mending. I don't want fortune. So we could use a grindstone to get rid of that. I don't need it to be necessarily efficiency 4, but having like an efficiency 2 would be fine. And I don't know if I have many books. Oh, I got 5. That's good. 5 books. And emeralds. Oh, I got lots. So we need unbreaking 3 would be nice. Oh, I'm holding the utility box over here. Do I not have... I do have a grindstone. Sweet. Let's take the... I don't remember what goes in there. Does anybody remember what goes in there? Probably for repairs, right? Yeah. Okay. Shakespeare Girl subscribed to Tier 1 for 14 months. Shaq's Raid. And they're raiding with a party of 7. Thanks so much, Shakespeare Girl. You and I need to speak. I know I've said this before, but you and I need to chat. All good, all good. I'm just embarrassingly behind. Thanks so much for the raid, Shakespeare Girl. Welcome in, folks. If you're new to the channel, my name is Joel Duggan, and we are in the Hotel of Eternity, where the villagers are very comfortable and happy and enjoy the fact that we use them and abuse them for trading. I mean, that we receive their help to enchant tools. Should I send a follow-up email to bump it? Yes. No, yeah. I've just not had the most organized of winters. I'm glad you're laughing about it. That's a good sign. You don't want to murder me with a spoon. Okay, so I have all the shovels in my inventory. We need... I don't want to combine... I want to have at least a couple of shovels. So there's Unbreaking 2 and Mending. So I wouldn't mind efficiency on that. Efficiency 4 and Breaking and Mending. So Silk Touch is what we need on that. We need a Silk Touch book. We need an efficiency book. And this one needs probably all three of those things. Okay, where is the cheapest Silk Touch book? Provided that the villager is even there. Luck of the Sea. You guys probably can't read that on stream. There's Mending. How much is Mending? 16 emeralds, that's not bad. Library. Flame. Unbreaking 1 for 7. Library. Looting. Mending for 10. Well, I'd say that's probably the cheaper Mending. There's our Mending book. That goes on that guy. No, that goes on this one. I don't want Fortune. Most of these I think are pick or armor related. Breaking 1 for 7. Did this guy have anything good? Nope. I don't remember what his other Fortune. I thought we had. There has to be somebody upstairs. You're late only because I started an hour early, Mixcrewgun. So don't worry about it. And you're never late. Aqua Affinity Projectile. Unbreaking 1 for 6. Okay, that's the cheapest Unbreaking 1 that I've seen. Feather Falling. Unbreaking 3. So we want Unbreaking 3 for sure. I forgot that we're going to get XP from trading with these guys. I could have sworn we had a Silk Touch villager. Maybe we don't. Whoa. Maybe they have left us. This trading hall is a mess. Oh, come on. It's also full of holes, Mixcrewgun. Mending for 16. Oh, there's the Silk Touch. His head was probably in the way. Silk Touch for 6. Oh, wow, that's awesome. We need 1, 2, 3 of those. Okay, so we've got Silk Touch, Silk Touch, Silk Touch, Mending, and an Unbreaking 3. That's good. I wouldn't mind more Unbreaking, but Unbreaking 2 is not terrible. We just need an Unbreaking book. Oh no, we've got Unbreaking 3. Okay, that's good enough for now. That will help. So we can put all this stuff up here. That can go away. now we just have to go to the gold farm. No, we've never bothered with the zombification stuff because the farm had cheap enough trades, and we've got all these are all auto potato and carrot and wheat farms, so we can trade with the farmers for decent emeralds, so we've never really needed it. So the other thing too is that we don't go through tools as quickly because we're 4 years in, so everybody's got mending, everybody's got netherite gear when they need it. So like, it's not like if it was early game, we would probably have a more robust trading situation. And plus, it's such a tight build, it would be very hard to redo. In other zones, I'd like to do a new villager trade situation. Like, we might do a new villager trading hall in the modern city, and if we did that, I would make it a little bit more robust. I don't think we need to walk this. We just walked this before. See what we've got in here. Nothing. I'm not sure what we're going to do when this stops working. When they eventually change the way that the piglins work. Ladder. Alright, that doesn't have mending on it. That does. Sorry about the noise. Don't let me forget to turn those back up. Are they breaking piglin farms again? I think they're going to change the way that the piglins are constantly aggroed. As far as I know. I feel like that's... I don't know when that's coming, but I think that's eventually going to change. My G-Gens, hello. The noise is a bit scary. Yeah, if you're not prepared for it, I've also been playing Minecraft and watching someone do like a Minecraft stream in the background, and if they're in the nether and I'm in the nether and there's like a ghast noise, it freaks me out. You just immediately go on like high alert. You can only do that in hardcore mode. What can you only do in hardcore mode? I missed the top of that conversation. It sounded like a creeper hiss behind you coming through the portal. Oh. We'll take a different portal on the way back and we'll check it out, I guess. I just fixed that. If that's broken again, I'm going to be mad. Cry? That's what I'll be doing when they change the mechanics? Well, I don't know. We've also got the Sculk coming in, and I just watched a video this morning from Mumbo Jumbo about making Sculk XP farms in the Nether with Sculk and Enderman. So we might be able to beef up our Enderman farm. We have the Enderman farm. It's not like the Enderman farm is broken. It's just slower than this. And this isn't like... It's not terrible. It's not great either. It can be faster at times. It depends on... I mean, there's no one else online right now. It's in the Nether too. Like, it's not on the roof. We're actually in the middle of a lava lake, most of which is slabbed on the... And you can see the perimeter ring. But you can also see, because of the way that the map generates tunnels, you can see some of the tunnels that we've not found. But there's no way to guarantee that they're in the spawning sphere, so... If you were to change this to a farm where you killed the piglins instead, would it be slower? Nope. It would just be just as fast. The problem is that you'd be sitting here hitting them. You'd have to punch them. Like you'd have to sit here and smack them. It wouldn't be hard. I would reduce maybe the number of carts. This is annoying anyway. I don't like that mechanic. It's noisy and it's fidgety and that's all repaired. That doesn't have mending yet, but we can put mending on it. Because there is an anvil here somewhere. Maybe there's not. Thought there was. I guess I have to build one? Alright, that's not a big deal. I'd rather get the extra XP for a few minutes. I'm not going to use these because these are part of the structure, but just to kind of see what this would cost. 2. So yeah, we'll be, if we get up to like maybe around 30 levels, we should be okay. I just figured if I was going to come back, I mean, we're okay for the rest of the day. Like I don't need anything for today's stream anymore. I just figured while we're here, let things run its course. Oh, I've got space in here, I think. There is... Those are 2 fast shovels. I want that one. Yeah, okay. I mean, we're almost at 30. That doesn't take too long, right? It would have been fine had I not died to a creeper the other day. How long did this take you to do? A long time. There are VODs, I believe. There are VODs, I believe, on the regular YouTube channel. We'll just get ourselves to 30 and then move on. Or not. It does keep going, which is nice. Like, it's not completely broken. But, music and sounds. Friendly creatures to 25. Hostile to maybe about 35. Oh, here's, of course, now that I turned it up. They come in waves. What I like about this is that I can basically AFK here, right? And just get a ton of stuff. They needed me to turn up the noise. They wanted to be heard. That was the... Right. I'm not sticking around for all of that. Good enough. We will, however, get our goodies. People tend to not get their gold, which I find very funny. For folks, by the way, that are on the server, I restocked this with bamboo. So it'll keep going for a little while. Which is good. I need that. I think we're just going to make ingots. Oh. Put all that back on. Now, Cosmic said that they thought they heard a hiss. So we'll go through a different portal. Trying to think about what the closest portal is. I guess it's probably the inn on a bridge. So we'll see. So if there was a creeper, it would have been frozen in time or not rendered. Doesn't look like there was an explosion. Blocks would be missing. I don't see anything. It could have despawned as soon as I came back into the world. So we're good. It is a dark area, even with the new... Actually, with the new lighting mechanics, we might be able to light that up so that it's permanently spawn-proof, but then not light. That's one of the things that I always disliked about the old spawning mechanics, is that this looks really creepy at night, and it's awesome, but it's also a mob farm, so people get blown up all the time. It's a lot better now. Thank you, Cosmic, for being amazing. I really appreciate that. Sky High MC, welcome in. Thanks so much. How are you? I'm doing good. We need to go back in the nether? Yeah, back in the nether. Cosmic, it might be a good idea to put a note in the mods channel on Discord for other people that stream on the server as well. Just FYI. Not that I mean, you probably were already doing that. I'm not sure if Steven is lurking and listening or whether he's moved on to do other stuff with the family today, but... Alright, I think we're good. It's weird when you just have such a short task list. Like, normally when I come back to the meadows and I've got stuff to do, it's like a long list of, like, stuff. I think I have an anvil back at the keep. I think it's at the keep. We'll walk this just because why not? It's very pretty. Sorry, I think I just banged my mic. Tarsiris subscribing with Prime for 10 months. Wow, 2 months away from a full year. That's amazing. Thanks so much, Tarsiris. Really appreciate that. You'll get that Space Keystone badge, and I need to work on some new badges for people that are beyond the 12 months. But really appreciate the support, Tarsiris. Thanks. Anybody that's new in the chat, there's a couple different ways that you can join the Discord. Prime, the way that Tarsiris did, is one way. Tier 1 is another. And of course, you can also join Patreon. Or alternatively, you can join Patreon, which is more affordable than joining Twitch. And if you want the math, I see more support that way. Up to you, though. Some people like the emotes and the sub badges and stuff like that. I judge not. Just remain grateful that people want to support the channel. Oh, thanks so much, Shakespeare Girl. It's really cool now that we've got all this done. Actually, here, let's be. I should have done this on the way back. I should have done this on the way back. I wish I could play and stream with shaders, but my computer just can't handle it. I don't know what to do. I'm thinking one of the solutions I might try, rather than throwing more money at the computer, because I just bought a new processor like a year and a half ago. I think what I might try to do is reformat, like go right down, maybe even go with like Windows 11 or something, and try to go back to formula, so to speak, and try to fix the issues that I have. But yeah, it does look really cool in this area now that it's all built up. Hard when the sun is going down, mind you. Let's see if I can get around the corner and get in here for nighttime. I'd imagine that this view up the top of the stairs looks pretty cool with the sun going down over the hill. Sorry if it's choppy. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So imagine that, but then all these trees, there's going to be houses and big stuff. All like this is all going to be filled in with city. Town city? I'm not sure what to call it. I feel like it's smaller than a city, but bigger than a town. All right, let's turn off the slideshow. Oh, the stream is smooth because I wasn't trying to do anything. If I try to build, I get about 25 or 30 frames a second. And it's not the frame rate, it's the choppiness. There's a lot of choppy movement for the mouse with shaders on. That's all. Walking around like that would be fine. Some of the tour that I did, I had shaders on. Some of the tour, the video, the YouTube VOD that's on Joel Duggan VODs on YouTube of the tour of the whole server of my builds. That that tour we did some stuff with shaders on. All right, so I had books and shovels. That's got nothing. This needed silk touch, so that's an easy one off, but that's going to cost a lot of levels, I imagine. 35. So we can't do that. Silk touch on that costs 5 levels. And silk touch on this costs 4 levels. Okay. What about mending? Mending is 2. I think you're supposed to go with the lowest thing first, right? And I'm breaking 3. All right, so we'll go with mending first. I'm breaking 3. Silk touch 7. That's fine. So it doesn't have. I didn't get any efficiency books. I know that. So this needs silk touch. That needs. Did I get too many? No. I think the 2 mending books were from previous. I think they were just in here. So we've got 15 levels, 2 silk touch pickaxes, or silk touch shovels. That's going to cost 5. That's pretty easy. And this is going to cost 35. So I think this is the one that we just might not be able to get silk touch on right now. Yeah, that's fine. It gives us a couple. This is just, old Gus is going to be the one on the edge. So that's the one that we can't really use. None of these have, I'm going to go with Unbreaking 3. But none of them have like efficiency 2 or anything like that because we didn't go there. That's fine. And then I need my, where's it, Daisy Digs Lot? That's my main shovel. Yeah. Cool. I find stuff like that, like little tasks in survival Minecraft to go repair things or get things sorted, are a nice break from some of the monotonous adulting tasks that you have to do in Minecraft, like clearing out rivers. How do you get inspiration for the building? Very similar to things like Lego. A lot of either 3D models or not what are they, like miniatures, like little maquettes from like tabletop games. If you go to my Pinterest page, you can see there's a public board that's got all kinds of inspiration for Minecraft. Actually, and Whip has a great Pinterest board for that too. All right, so we need to stock up on the usual things here. Dirt, horse dirt, gravel, stone, and grass. And of course we need some potions. Yeah, the frame stutter actually gives me a headache. Shakespeare girl. Yeah, it sucks because it's part of my job, and it's not fun when you are trying to play the game every weekend to stay on top of it for research for podcasts, and because you enjoy it and because streaming is now part of your income, and then realizing that every time you play the game, it's like flipping a coin as to whether you get a headache after an hour because of the frame stutter. So it's a little bit, well, it's a lot frustrating. It's one of the reasons why I take breaks every hour. All right, we were really close to getting this done, so that's good. I think it was here where we left off. I'm going to clear out this sand and call it a day on this area. I don't want to go too far down here because now we're getting far away from the town, and this doesn't really affect anything but the eye twitch that I get when I look at the map. So we'll do that this way. Whoops. This is also easier. Oh, it's because of the elytra. It's also easier because you can stand here. It's not so bad. And this is the kind of area that just, it's not going to be near any build, so it's not going to be decorated at all. I just need it to have, you know, at least a complete feeling. Oops, there must be a block here somewhere. Anything to save the eye twitch? Oh man, I'm telling you, the eye twitch is real. The eye twitch is real. I also need to get some spruce wood up here because those trees are also bugging me. Yeah, this would have just taken forever with a non-efficiency shovel. And I guess that's coarse dirt there. Kind of figure. This is where I have to figure out where we're going to change the levels of the river. I guess it looks like I wanted to do it here. I never know whether leaving like little blocks like that causes eventual lag in a long-term world or not. Especially with water mechanics happening all around it. Is boat-based travel being considered? Boat-based trade would be what I would consider. Like, there's a way for a boat to come all the way through here, go all the way around. There's docks here, there's docks there. There's probably going to be a dock here and a dock there. There's also going to be a big dock here. And then it continues on. And the idea was just to try to, like, you know, make it look like you can get out of the area. This just kind of loops up and goes nowhere. We will eventually have to connect all that. But yeah, that's part of the... I don't want to say lore, but like part of the purpose behind the builds is like this city is kind of... or the town is kind of nestled around these rivers. This was actually a this was a village. There was a village that kind of spanned the river right here, like a Minecraft village, just like this one up here. It sort of had like a weird kind of broken aesthetic. So we've completely removed it all, like it's all gone. I should just bring the bed over here. I think one of the things that they could add would be faster water travel. I know we've got Dolphin's Grace, but I feel like similar to Elytra, which I know you can use underwater. If you fly into the water, you can use your rockets underwater, but it would be cool if we had some sort of ability to just, I'm not sure what you would have, like an enchantment that makes you swim faster. So I know that we've got, what is it called? Depth Strider. But I'm talking like, I don't know, the backstroke enchantment, you know, something that just kind of takes your regular swimming speed and turns it up to like 3x or something. Would be great. Oh, hi. I guess I should have waited for him to turn into a drown. Alright, that looks pretty good. Saw sand over here. Just need to fix up this area here. This is where I don't know if I want to leave that like that or if we're going to change anything, but we'll just leave it like this for now, I guess. Yay. I think that's the adulting done, I think. For this area. For this river. I mean, like I said, it's not decorated at all, but it now no longer has these patches of sand and stuff in it. That's awesome. No more adulting for now. Well, you say that. There's still lots to do. Still lots to do. But yeah, I think at least in this area, I don't have to do, and it would be unwise to do any more detail or work in this area until we know, like, I mean, here's the foundation. For what? I have no idea. So like, who knows what's going to be here? This idea for a tower here might end up being something that we put on that little jetty that comes out there. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Let's take all of the dirt. Stone. Gravel, sand. But yes, I think I'm done bouncing around in the water for now. Let's take a spin. So that took 5 hours of gameplay. Starting around here and removing all the sand, sculpting the river. It looks really manufactured right now, I know, but eventually it will look a lot nicer, especially because in other areas where we've had the opportunity, even though we don't have any like real detail on the base of the river here yet, you can see we stopped right about there. But once we start decorating the shorelines, and once the builds start coming like right up to the edge, it really starts to look cool. And you don't need as much detail down here as you think once you've got stuff like this. So I'm looking forward to bringing all that kind of detail that we've got along here. There's even like a wharf over there, like all this kind of stuff. Once we can do that, like down here, it's going to look fantastic. I'm really looking forward to that. That's always a lot of fun, the final touches. Yeah, it's worth it. I agree. I agree, Cosmic. I think it's worth it too. Let's see here. Let's go. We can put our stuff in the storage system, because that's the thing we can do. I'm tempted to add a shulker box loader to this. We've got grass. Dirt, grass, stone, coarse dirt. That was probably where the coarse dirt was supposed to go. Stone probably goes there, and I don't remember where this goes. I have a garbage can, but I don't have like a shulker box unloader, which would be nice. There's no clay, no ink sacks, no clay. Maybe we should add clay. Oh, gravel works. Ink sacks, I think, were in here. Yeah. Clay was one of these. Nope, maybe it's over here. There it is. Rotten flesh. Bones. Now really we can just help it along a little bit. Go. Sam, I don't mind tidying up in Minecraft. However, in real life, yeah, I know what you mean. These are all empty. Yeah. We'll keep one. Keep Cosmic because why not? I don't need 2 beds. By the way, Cosmic, do you want the bucket of axolotl? You can have it if you need that particular. I don't know which one it is. I think it's the pink one. But if you want it, feel free to come grab it. I'll leave it in that shulker there. Okay. So let's go someplace high and take a look at what needs to happen next. And I'll leave this up to chat. I'm open to whatever you folks are more interested in watching, because there are a lot of you here today, which I really appreciate. So there's a couple things that we can do. We can continue on with the river thing. Now, thankfully, a lot of this river here is not, it doesn't have any water in it yet. So it won't be us underwater again. It'll be, we'll block it off and then we can carve out the river here and have it connect over this way. You'll see connects down here and then over there. So we won't be working with water, but we can connect that. And that connects up to that river there. You can kind of see where this kind of meanders through the whole area, but then you can see where the terrain got pulled down, but just not quite enough for the water level. And then that's the gate, and then it connects over there. So we could work on that. That's one thing we could do. I'm also happy to think about these roads and maybe even plan a build out here. I want to try and, I don't like this road at all. I think that this needs to change and be a little bit more scenic. Maybe it's all too straight. I find it all too perfect. I want it to be a little bit different. I think this would be better to go a lot closer to the shoreline over here, have a much bigger loop and curve back around. And I think this might actually curve up. So this intersection might actually be closer to here, which I think would be cool. Be careful where I'm standing here at night. Is that a bee? It is a bee. So it's like, what is that? The other thing, of course, we can do is think about foundations. I'm going to go sleep because it's actually, I've got a bed on me. Just put the bed down here just so we can see what we're talking about. It's a snowy bee. Yeah, it was a snowy bee butt because of the pollen. Pretty funny. So yeah, we can do the river, the road. We can also come in here, maybe plan some foundations, or like, I don't necessarily want to do the roads through here, like the pathways, because I really feel like the river has to happen first. We do have a couple of foundations here that we can work on. There's nothing else in the town. The other thing we could work on would be the moat. But I feel like I'd rather do that like in a full stream, because I feel like the moat here will eventually be cool, but I think that's something I'd want to do from start to finish. Ricky, the name of the map is Zero's World Map and Zero's Mini Map. There's probably a link coming at you sometime quick in the chat, but it's Bang Map in chat. Road is my vote, but you're a joy to watch whatever you're doing. Oh, thanks, Shakespeare Girl. That's really cool. Give me some options and I'll throw up a poll. Let's go with river. So West River, North Road, or what's a good... How many things can you put in a poll, Cosmic? Do you need 3? The only other thing I can think of would be to maybe plan a little bit of the fishing village. Up to 5. Oh, wow. Yeah, West River, North Road, and really there's not much else going on down this way. I mean, we could do the East River as well, but that's kind of the same. It's like having two options that are exactly the same. So West River, North Road, and we'll say like maybe like the fishing town. Maybe throw some ideas down for the fishing town. I mean, I think that's probably going to be the bottom of the list. Oh, wow. This is just kind of sitting here doing nothing, isn't it? Yeah, I can't do anything in this area here until we're done the West River. So this would be on the list, but it's not it's not something I can do before the West River. So, and on that note, I'm going to step away for a short break. If you're new to the channel, I take a break every 60 minutes or so. That'll give you folks a chance to jump in on the poll. I go reheat my coffee, grab a drink, you know, that kind of stuff. Grab a snack. It's Sunday. You should too. Make sure you get a tall drink next to you and some good munchies, and we'll be back for more Minecraft in about 5 or 6 minutes. All right. I did not see the results of the poll, but I thought the fishing village was leading. Did we see the end of it? Was the start on the fishing village. Okay, cool. That's good. Looks like we might want to sleep before we go anywhere. Ubers, hello. How's it going? Do. All right. Well, one of the things we can do with the village, well, one, we can take a look at it from up here. So this is just going to be kind of like a town that you, like a part of town that you pass through on your way into the south gate of Westhill. So there's going to be a very small kind of like square, like central area here. Obviously, that's the main road in. There'd be probably one building here, maybe a couple buildings here. I don't want to build anything too close to the towers here, though. So like anything closer than this cobblestone line, I think, is going to end up being just empty area. So we can have like a small build there, probably another one there. These two things I definitely want to have like these three plots here. I kind of want to have like fishing houses or like wharves or places where people would be fishing. We might even do some like fish drying on nets or something. That could be kind of cool. And then down here would be probably a dock. So I guess the first thing we can do is maybe pop over to Pinterest and take a look. Don't know where the safest place is for me to hang out here. Probably not the keep. We'll go into one of the other houses, I guess. Oh, thanks. Yeah, not much of a castle. It's more like a keep. It's more like a just like a solid fortress, I guess. I do want to do a castle. Cosmic, I think you asked me about what I wanted to do in the medieval area, the medieval fantasy area next, and I think I want to do like an elf castle, like an elf city castle. Let me just bring up Pinterest here, and we'll see if we can't get some ideas. Do I have Chrome ready to go? There we go. We'll just center that. All right, so this is my Pinterest page, and we've got some stuff here in the medieval fantasy board. Walls and gates, there's not much, but I do want to look because there is a bit of a bridge there, and it would be kind of cool to do something on the bridge. Maybe nothing there that seems like it's going to be quite what we want. Fields and farms, there's not much there. Oh, bridges. Here we go. Some of these are kind of big. That's pretty good. I like this one here. This is what I was thinking. This would be kind of cool. Maybe not with the big arch like that, but I like the idea of having like a single hut house thing. So nothing like a tower, nothing with like a rampart or something on the top of it, but like these little guard houses would be cool. So I like that idea. That's a good call. And this is what I mean. Somebody asked about inspiration. This is from tabletopworld.com. I don't know where I found it. But those kind of models are great for like getting inspiration for Minecraft. That's really cool too. I like the fact that this has lanterns on it as well. So that's good. So let's save this. I don't know where that's going to show on screen. So I'll leave that there. That's good. Bridges, towns. This is more of like a top-down sort of idea. This is a good example of what I would be looking for in terms of the style, although not 2 stories. Single story houses, I think, like this would look cool in the area. Definitely going with like gravel and dirt roads, like no cobble paved stuff. I like these little fences and stuff along the way is also cool. What else could we look for here? I guess houses would be one thing. Some of these are probably going to be big though. There are a couple Minecraft houses that got snuck in here. I try not to. One of my favorite things to do, Derek Loffman is a great artist. DerekLoffman.com for those of you that don't know, but he does a lot of like, I call them kind of like chunky builds. Like they look like they're designed for mobile games. And his stuff is really fun and easy to translate into Minecraft. I like that idea. Anything else in here that says fishing village? That's kind of cool. I'm not sure what, I guess it's a blacksmith. I'm not sure what that is on top of it. It's kind of neat. I'm thinking I'd like to have a lot of greens in this. So we'll see what we can come up with. But okay, I think it's mostly just kind of like, we're going to be mostly planning foundations and stuff anyway. That's fine. Okay. So when I first start off in places like this, normally I go grab a bunch of different stone blocks like diorite. We'll do some cobble and some stone bricks. And I'll probably grab some spruce wood as well. That's dark oak. Let's grab oak and spruce. We'll grab cobblestone and diorite and stone. Probably andesite too. And I'm going to bring my carved stone box as well. Yep. Don't think... we'll bring terracotta. I mean, this is mostly going to be planning, but we'll see. We'll see what we can come up with. It did look like a bit of a boat on top, didn't it? They're not my reference pics, but I mean, that was my Pinterest page. You can go and check that out. Let's put... Actually, you know what? Let's set up shop over here. We'll just call this home base. So we'll grab cobble, stone. Oh, I meant to bring stone bricks. Crap. I meant to bring some bricks. Yeah, I'm a very color coordinated kind of person. That stone bricks? Where are the stone bricks? There they are. Eventually this is going to be more like a wine cellar than a Minecraft storage room, but we haven't gotten there yet. That can just hang out here. So we'll grab a couple stacks of those. First things first. We will eventually have to move all these guys. I'm not sure why I'm keeping them, but so far we are. We'll grab that. So when I first start to plan out an area, the major thing I'm thinking about is the eye line of the player. Now, obviously, this bridge is probably not going to be completely flat because, like we talked about earlier, the idea was that there's supposed to be a little bit of boat trade happening, and this is kind of a low bridge. So we're probably going to end up going up a little bit. So as you cross this bridge, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Chances are you're going to be at least this tall coming over the top of the bridge. Maybe even a little bit taller, but probably about where we're going to be. Now, all of this can change. We can knock this hillside back and have that be more of a path and all that kind of stuff, because I did like that idea on that Pinterest page of where'd it go? It was one of the bridges, and it was like a tabletop model. Yeah. Yeah, that one. So it looks like the edge of the bridge goes right into the side of the thing. So I have to decide if I want this bridge to be narrow like that, and that to me feels a little bit narrow. Maybe we'll go one wider. Like that. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So that if that comes in here, these are going to be interesting because I guess we could build them out kind of in that way. But imagine that 3x3 is going to be kind of small. I don't know. We'll see. Pig, you're in the way. That's a quick way to die. Like this could be your little door. And then the roof would be over here. Oops. See, unfortunately, that starts to narrow that up quite a bit. So we'd have to push those back, I think, if we did it there. And I'd want to be lower. I don't think I'd want these to be blocking so much of the view. If we're down here, it could be better. So in planning this area, you know, planning the approach is like step one. Glad we repaired the shovel. So we remove this. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so that's far too close together. So we're gonna need to back this up a bit. I think the 3x3 is actually okay. Not bad. What I should do is go look at the other bridge and see how I tied those towers into the path. Because this is an angled bridge as well. So I brought the edge of it around the corner into the front of the wall. Okay. We're not going to make it this big, obviously. So yeah, that's about what I did right. I think what would happen here, maybe that. I mean, this is a really tiny little space. That's a little bit better. I feel like that kind of frames things a little bit. Right? Like if we had two of these, and you've got like this little roof here. Yeah, okay, let's knock this back. A lot of folks ask me like how I go about, you know, approaching any kind of like rhyme or reason as to how I lay things out, and it's really about treating it like a painting, like a composition. And so I've got the keep and the main gate, like right there and right there are these two huge features that I want to maintain a really good view of. So we're just gonna try to frame them up. And how this works on this side, we may end up making this just a little bit wider, but we'll see. Is that right? No. Yeah. We'll see how this works. I might want to space them out just a little bit more. You'll notice that I'm only building like little little shells of houses, like little wireframes, because if I have to move them, I don't want to build the whole roof, right? I think that's wide enough. They wouldn't come out any farther. I think that's pretty good. I don't want this to be a ginormous build. I'm not crazy about this though. Maybe we'll move those things. Even something like that. And these are details that we can refine a little bit later. Like that's the kind of thing where like this could be a wall block instead of a full block. But I'm okay with that for now. What's the town for? My own enjoyment. Because I wanted to build a town. Yeah, okay. This will have to come a lot lower. We can fix all this up later. But essentially we want this stuff here. To get you down low enough, fast enough, that's the view you have when you come around the corner. Nice. Saventus Lab, welcome in. Welcome in. Dragon D Christian, welcome in. No. You don't have any llamas, my friend. Mini quartz blocks is cool. We probably want the spruce logs and the acacia logs. I don't care about the diorite. Those would be cool too. That's annoying. He's got a lot of cool stuff. Alright, write this down, chat. Smokers. Smithing table. Another wart block. Acacia and spruce. And quartz. Hope everybody got that. Because I'm not going to remember. Having this data pack for the Wandering Trader at least makes you feel like you've got a use for the Wandering Trader, which is nice. Didn't bring a spare thing. Okay, treasure chest. We need emeralds. We need utility chest. So I'll need smoker, which is that, and logs, right? Plus a log. Smoker, spruce log. Acacia log. There's an acacia log. I needed a smithing table, so that's going to be the iron box. This is where things get out of hand in terms of how many shulker boxes are down. Smithing table. I wanted, what was the other thing? Nether wart. I don't have a nether wart block. Crap. Okay, I don't have any nether wart at all. There was something else. A smoker's smithing table, nether wart block, acacia, spruce, quartz. Quartz. It was a smooth quartz block, wasn't it? Block of quartz, smooth block. I don't remember which one it was, but we'll go for that for now. And if I forgot anything, then we'll go back. Cosmic has a full list. Cool, thank you. Uh, 8 of those, thank you very much. And acacia. Those smithing tables. I don't care about the diorites. Which quartz blocks was it? Oh, we'll grab those too. Melons? Oh, that would actually be good. I should go get a melon. It is just regular quartz. Okay. So we'll see if we've got a melon. I'm sure I have one somewhere. Cosmic's like, what do I win? I don't know. What do you win? Do I have a melon somewhere is another question. I don't think that I do. Nope, I don't. Not here. Not here, anyway. All right. Oh, that's fine. We're good. We survived. I always like, it's good for decorating later on, especially like the little profession blocks. They're good for like, I think we used them in here. Yeah, like, you know, having a chest there or barrels, like all that kind of stuff is really cool. So every time we see the Wandering Trader, we try to grab the mini blocks whenever we can. It makes the Wandering Trader actually useful, which is nice. These are full. We need to make another one. I guess we'll start in here. Cool. Slight distraction, but worth it. Uber, takes it easy. Have a good one. Thanks for coming by. Alright. The rest of this stuff all get put away. And we're back to doing this. Probably won't use that now that I think about it. That's kind of cool. I don't know how those are going to be kind of big. I wouldn't mind putting in a full roof frame just to kind of see how big these are actually going to be. Oops. So maybe we won't put them with the overhang. It might be better to do. That looks kind of silly. It looks kind of like it looks really fat. So maybe we won't do that section. We'll just have the overhang on the front. That looks a little bit funky. We'll have to come up with a cool way to make that look decent. Yeah, that might not be exactly how we do this. We'll see. There might be another way. Could maybe do some trapdoors or something on the back. I'll worry about that later. Overall, though, I think that works from a framing perspective. So we'll lay in temporary railing. Yes, I realize that I might end up taking this all down, but I find personally having something to look at rather than trying to constantly imagine what it might look like is a lot better. All right, so how far did we go from the middle? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, one of these I think we can make look bigger. I don't think we need another guardhouse. So again, my Pinterest overlay thing is not working. My buttons. Nope, that's not it. Why are you not working, iPad? That's annoying. It's like I can hide, I can bring them up, but then I can't unhide them. That's weird. Use the mouse. Yeah, so there's no third guardhouse. It's just a lamppost. So we can we'll fudge that. And then the house actually has a door that opens like onto the bridge. Okay. They could be guardhouses, Sven. Yeah. Potentially. Okay. Let's take a, this is where the map comes in really handy. Already that's starting to look cool. Oh, which side would we put the house on? I feel like maybe this side. There's less room. This has got more room for like multiple builds. I feel like this is probably where we would want to put stuff. So it's going to be difficult because it's going to be on an angle. So we'll put in the railing. Don't know how many of these there are either. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That did not work out well. Oh, out of cobblestone. Nkey TWS, thanks very much for the Prime sub. Really appreciate that. Getting us to 149 out of 200 subs for February. February goal, if we hit it, is to do a creative stream where I go over kind of a lot of what I'm going over right now, but we'll be going over like questions from chat about specifically how I approach certain builds or how I choose colors and textures and things like that. So we'll go kind of like a, I don't want to call it a build class because there's lots of people that are much better at Minecraft than I am, but we'll call it a building Q&A stream. That's the goal. So I guess the other thing we have to consider, if we're going to put a house, it's going to be better to put it on the left again because the house is not going to come up very high and this is a big build. But if a house here would probably block a lot of that. So over here is probably the best place for it. We're probably going to want to also sort out how much of an arc is going to be in the bridge. But I feel like if that's the edge there, then we have 1, 2, 3. These are always tricky builds. We've also got the edge here to worry about. Let's go here. And this is where this map comes in super handy, because you can take a look top down and sort of see where you're going with something. Yeah, that feels a little bit square, but I think that's because I ended up putting these in here. Let's just put 1 so it doesn't look like it squares off the build. I'm a SpawnChunks patron. I like to support those people that I enjoy. Oh, thanks very much, Enki. That's great. I really appreciate that. So put something like that there. Oh, that's not right. Got to remember that this is going to be higher. It does start to feel a little bit narrow, but that's okay. So how would we do the gable on this? We'd probably want it to be facing the other way. So we'll have this be more narrow than it is long. So this is probably too far out this way. And we would want this to be an even number. No, odd number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's probably big enough. That's probably big enough. Because then the roof is going to be in here. Like that. Yes, Enki, please join my Discord as well. Now that you've used your sub here, you can absolutely join the Discord. We might go up a little bit farther, but you can see the nice thing about that is that it's still not encroaching on the detail up there. So I'd like to try and keep the roof of this build low enough that at first it doesn't block out the keep. So we'll do that over here as well. And then we'll have to work out a door. And if I remember correctly, these roofs are just basically like slabs and stuff. I do have scaffolding, which I should be using. I'm not sure why I'm not. That goes there, and then... No, how does this go? Let's take a look at the barn. I think that's the last angled build that I did over here. Right, slabs on the edges and then full blocks on the inside. That's good. That means that the roof color could be whatever we want. I don't have slabs, so let's do stone slab bricks just so we can see the difference. So all this stuff is going to look pretty ugly while we're working on it. I started creating Minecraft content a year ago, so back, and I'm just now going through the process of simplifying everything. Oh, that's cool. Simplifying a process when you're doing repetitive content creation is great. I've got the podcasting stuff I do down to a science. Whoops. Mech screw gun. Yeah, I find if you're doing any kind of content creation, trying to keep your user handle the same across the board really does help quite a bit. So this would be spruce up to there. That could be a little bit too small. Well, with those, see, like, we don't have a lot of wiggle room with those slabs on top there. That's just big enough. I might push it back. I might not want it like right here. We might push it back by 1 block. I think that might be the best. Yeah, I think by pushing it to the left by 1 block, this peak of the roof will be more between these two visual kind of, I don't want to say attractions, focal points. How do I avoid burnout? I only play Minecraft on the weekends when I stream. So I really only get to I get maybe 6 hours on the Citadel a weekend. The other 3 hours or 2 hours I play Minecraft is, right now it's all of Fabric 5. So there's that. That helps a lot. And play other games, do other things. You know, when you don't want to play Minecraft, unless you absolutely have to, then don't. I think too, as a content creator, people that watch your stuff are going to know when you're not doing anything fun. I won't name any names, but I've definitely watched some content creators in the last year be on a series of videos that's a little bit long in the tooth, and I could tell that they weren't in it as much as they wanted to be, and I just ended up stopping to watch because it wasn't fun. You know, so I think making sure that you know when things are not fun for you is important. So we'll knock this out here. Put this in here. This is going to be a really challenging build this little edge of the bridge house. I don't want to get too carried away with this either. Like, I don't want to just build this. I just want to kind of get the frame in, and then we'll start to move on to the other houses as well. That's going to be annoying. Let's use diorite here. Not diorite, andesite. Just to make sure. Is that going to show up as a different color? Not really. I just want to make sure I'm separating the house from the bridge. That's all. Oh, valuable block went into the water. So that's right. This needs to be fixed. Goes there. Oops. My poor ankles. Oh, we're out of cobblestone. I also don't want this to appear too large from the other side. I think a big thing about this is going to be the material. We probably won't use all stone. If we make a good chunk of this out of wood, then it's not going to feel quite as imposing. But see how that made a big difference? Just moving that over to the left by a block. So now we've kind of moved it away from this. It's a little bit too close to that, but like you can't move things by half blocks. But I think that's good, at least as a kind of initial placement. And then we've just got this here. Yeah. I'm telling you, your Minecraft character no longer has ankles at this point. Yeah, it's probably fair. And then this is just going to be nothing on this side. This is just going to be maybe a little bit of a bridge support, but I don't see this being anything too special. So maybe we'll just put something like that there. And then maybe this is actually, you know, something substantial like that. And the other side looks like we need to clean up a few things. I like building bridges. They're fun. They're a fun challenge. And then we can do the same thing. This part here. Where did I put that? Oh, right. That's a little bit. That narrows it off a bit. Let's not do that. If we did that, we would want to do it probably here. Yeah, I feel like that works. This looks like kind of like a funny arrow shape. All right, so we've got two little guardhouses that open up onto a bridge that takes you up over here. Nothing's going to happen over there. Cool. So So from here, we can start to think about where we want a certain amount of space between the builds and how much access we want to the river, which is probably going to be a lot. Having a map makes building from like this kind of stuff a lot easier. I agree. I like the overview. The way that you get your space, I think is cool. We might change that a little bit, but for now, we'll leave it as it is. It could be cooler if it was a straighter build, but the next place, I feel like we can fit at least 2 houses in here. I also don't want everything to be on an angle, which is going to be a little bit tricky. So I feel like maybe the house on this part here can be straight, starting with this block. And then we could fit something in between them maybe. So maybe like a small alleyway here, and then so we can see what we're doing and switch to this. That's a little bit close. I think we can probably change the angle there. Make that 3. Oh, wait a minute. We run into problems. Maybe we should start down here. You're at 3 hours, says Cosmic. Thanks very much. We're going to keep going for a few more minutes just so I can get a good chunk of this done. But thanks very much. Really appreciate that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that leaves kind of a weird area here. I'm not sure I like that, but we'll come back to that. Because rain. Apparently that's a thunderstorm? Yeah, so that, not quite what I wanted, that area. I wanted that to go more that way. So maybe we'll have to do another angled build here instead of one of these. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. That looks like it lines up just a little bit too perfectly for me. So I'm not a fan of that. I'd rather it be on more of an angle. I don't know how to achieve that. There are limits to the angles that you can do and have things look good. Although happy accident here, we can just kind of like have this like maybe butt right up against the house there. You know, put like a little garden or something in there and not have to worry about it. And then have that go across like that. I want this to feel tightly packed, but I don't want it to feel like it's all one build, like all one building. Mr. Mojo, no. I mean, I'm the admin on the server, so I teleport around and take screenshots and stuff sometimes. But we use fast travel blocks. We have multiple zones on the server. So this area is like 10,000 blocks from spawn, and so we use like a fast travel to teleport. If you go back and watch the VOD later, you'll see that we used it when we went to go repair our shovels and our gear. So I feel like we could do another build here. Two, no. Yeah, so here I think the trick is going to be to start back here in this area. And so maybe we'll do two like that. Or the hard part about this particular area is that these are going to be very small builds. Right? So there's a little area back here, and I don't know whether we use that, whether it becomes like a back garden or something. But I like the idea of these builds having like a little angle to them if we can. I feel like this next one's going to come out farther. Maybe like here. Now this we can totally just mimic what we've got. One, two, three, four, five. Let's do that. Yeah, I feel like that could work. And then like there could be another place down here that maybe the only way to get to it is to come around the back, you know, or this alleyway, you know, maybe this alleyway is how you'd get to whatever build is like right here, because that could be something else as well. So we can grab, maybe I'll just use wood. And this we can make a nice square build starting like right here. 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't want to make them all square. But you can start to see how the area would be filled in, but there'd be this path that you can totally walk around and get between all the builds, you know, if you needed to. I think that's kind of fun. And I don't know. Yeah, I think that doesn't look too bad. You know, you can imagine like either a path or some greenery happening there to separate this build from the next build. I think the wood is going to help. I think the wood is going to help make this not feel like just the same stuff we've been building. I think if we have the wood there, logs and different things like that, I think it'll go a long way. Having a lot of brown here and the gray up there, I think it will cool. Yeah, the river on the front of it's gonna be cool too. And you can imagine like having like a little bit of a boardwalk built up. Like this doesn't have to stay grass. This could be dirt. This could be a little bit of boardwalk, a little bit of like docks and things. People that live here could have their own little boat tied up, you know, that kind of stuff. This area, like I said, is far from, the river is far from done as far as that goes. But I don't know what to do with the river until I know what things are happening on the side. Obviously, I had this road planned here. I'm kind of wondering if this road is too wide, or what I maybe need to do is have less of a shoulder on the road, and take these things like right up to the edge. And that could help make things feel a little bit more compact. I don't know what's going to go there, but I like the idea of putting something roundish. I mean, round for Minecraft. But something that actually followed this path of blocks around it would be cool. And then as far as the other side of this goes, I mean, really it's just going to be more of the same. Here we're lucky in that I don't think we have to do builds that are too angular. Like I think here we could get away with something that would start there. Maybe even here. Whoops. That's going to be tough because that's anything on that side is going to block a lot of the view of the river gate there. So the bigger the foundation, the taller the build ends up being because of the roof. So we might end up just doing a bunch of really small things. So rather than having like one big building that's offset like that, one suggestion that I would have would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do a small building. And then do another small building next to it. So you end up covering the same ground, but then as two separate buildings, which is nice. The round square, exactly, Sweet Sandy. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. So this is kind of like where I start, you know, like I mess around. I don't do anything too precious. I'm using cobblestone and granite and not granite and diorite because it's easy to see on the map. Just separating different colors and stuff. But you can see that this is going to be a fairly busy area. If these are all small buildings, like that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we're probably going to have close to 20 houses or 20 buildings in this little area, which I think will be cool. It's going to be nice to have like a little low line of roofs right here to help make this feel less bleak at the south part of town. So yeah, I think that's a good spot to leave it because really there's just not much more to do other than place foundations and test towers and things like that. But it's good to kind of have these little. This is another strategy that I do is that I put in these wireframes, these sketches of how I want things to be laid out, and then I leave it. I don't work on it for a while, but I'll walk by it or we'll see it from other streams and other parts of the build, and it'll either bug me or I'll be like, no, I like that. Let's finish that bridge. Like, let's do those things, you know? So it's one of those strategies that I've learned on this build, which is, of course, massive, is that when you have big projects and stuff, whoa, I totally missed that. I'm surprised I didn't die. When you have big projects like this, it's nice to be able to just take a step back and not try to finish everything all in one go. Like, this was just an empty cobblestone bridge for the longest time. We'll probably leave it like this for a little bit longer. And even now it feels a little long, you know, like I might want to put these closer to here. I don't know. I'm not sure how we're going to do that. Because I don't want it to be more important looking than anything over here, right? But anyway, if you've enjoyed this, please leave a follow. We are going to send you on a raid. So don't go anywhere. There's 106 lovely viewers here today, and I would love for all of you to drop into the next stream. Make sure to be kind and enjoy what's going on. I think we're going to be raiding Short Zelda 22, which should be kind of fun. Oh, no, Frog Queen and Slice Lime just started. Let's go with the Frog Queen, because I think Slice Lime is probably working on video stuff. Unless they're working on the Legacy server. But let me know, Cosmic. So we are going to be talking to Slice Lime, as a matter of fact, on tomorrow's Spawn Chunks. That's at thespawnchunks.com. New episode of the Citadel Cafe will also be recording later on this week. That's at thecitadelcafe.com. 2 free podcasts that you can listen to throughout your week. It's more me, so hopefully you've enjoyed the stream today, because I'm on those podcasts. You can, of course, check out patreon.com/Joel Duggan, which is how you can support this stream, get part of the Discord, and it goes a long way to help me stream more often and do like cooler things in Minecraft. You can also join the Discord via Twitch. So Twitch Prime, Tier 1. Thank you to everybody that joined today with a membership on Twitch. I really appreciate it. You get some cool emotes, cool sub badge, and you get to join the Discord. It's all one Discord, so it doesn't matter where you support, you end up in the same community, which I really enjoy. I think everybody there is nerdy and awesome and a lot of fun. So have a fantastic rest of your weekend. We're going to pass you on to the Frog Queen, who's actually here in Nova Scotia. She's another Canadian streamer. A lot of fun, really cool builds, really talented builder. I think you will enjoy what they've got going on. We'll see you later. Bye for now.